What is going on, guys? SpiLLi again here today to bring you another mouse review. So first off, I want to say some of the people here are probably going to be like, yo, SpiLLi, what the heck is going on? You actually already did a review over this mouse. You might be losing your mind and have forgotten that you actually already did this. But no, this is actually a little bit different. Not that much, I guess, but this is actually the spring edition of the FinalMouse 2016 Classic Ergo. Which apparently has some slight improvements made to it as far as like quality and shell and some of the buttons. But yeah, and also I just wanted to say that like looking back on it, that was like actually the FinalMouse 2016 was actually my first review I ever did, at least in video format. And it was just kind of a disservice, I guess you would say, to it. It was pretty bad. I didn't even have my resolution set right, so it's like half of the screen. And you know, I think just my format's a lot better for this now and gives you a little bit better of an insight. So yeah, without further ado, we'll just go ahead and hop right into it. Okay, so here it is. Obviously, FinalMouse 2016 Classic Ergo. A few things to say about it. First off, let's talk about the shape a little bit. It has, I would call this a medium-sized mouse. It's probably about what I would give this. It fits small hands okay. Like I said, I have about 17.5 centimeter hands, and it fits small hands pretty good. I play claw, like I said, I play like this, so it tends to fit me completely fine, and it would work with palm. The only thing I can't see it working well is because of fingertip, and I'll get into that in a second. But, I mean, I guess you possibly could fingertip it, but I don't know. It just doesn't, for my hand size and my hand position, it doesn't feel great in fingertip. You might be saying, why do you have a Rocket Cone Pure Military sitting right next to it? Because weirdly enough, and I never really thought about this whenever I first got this mouse, the shape, even though I know this shape is kind of based off of, what is that, Razer mouse? Cannot think of it right now, but it's based off of that design. But basically, these both must be based off of that design, or at least very close, because here, we'll take a look, just to kind of give you guys an idea. So here's the FinalMouse 2016. It has this groove to put your thumb in here, or for your fingers to lay. I kind of like that, actually. I think it helps me a little bit with my hand positioning. Some people might not like it. It does have this little ledge here, which some people might consider this not to be safe. See how it actually goes up there on the side? So it actually extends out a little bit. And it has about a pretty flat sized back. That being said, the Rocket is very, very, very similar. So let's take a look at this. Also has the thumb rest. Not as exaggerated as the FinalMouse, but it has it. Comes out a little bit at the top, just like the FinalMouse. Also, it's harder to tell on this mouse a little bit, but there is a ledge right here, and it extends out. So the shape is very similar, though the Rocket is a tiny bit smaller, obviously, as you can kind of tell from just putting them side by side. The Rocket is a little bit smaller, definitely. A little bit more into this. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few different things. Mouse 1 and Mouse 2, this is something really important to me as a more of a rifler, and I op quite a bit too, but more of a rifler. Mouse 1, Mouse 2. So yeah, pretty good tactile feedback on them both. Very light, probably just a tad bit lighter than the Rocket, but not necessarily as light as like the G303 or some of the really light mice out there as far as their Mouse 1, Mouse 2 clicks go. Another thing, this LED, stupidly bright still, stays on when your computer turns off. The only way that I've figured out how to stop this is actually turning off the power supply to my computer. Which my power supply does have like a little switch on it. Some people's do, some people's don't. So yeah, you're kind of stuck with that light on. It's pretty annoying, especially if it's in the same room as you at night. Mine's not, luckily, but yeah. So one of the big complaints about this mouse was the quality and the quality control. So I immediately, actually, when I got this mouse, put it down on the mat and was like, what the heck is wrong with this mouse? It was like roughly gliding across the mat. And I actually turned it over on its side. There was actually, in between where the casing gets pressed together here, some sort of tiny plastic, like little circle, had come out of something and gotten stuck there in the casing that I had to get some tweezers and actually pull out. I've never had that happen, and honestly, that doesn't really bode well for the quality of this mouse. That being said, it's not the most solid feeling mouse, but it's definitely not like, wow, I'm gonna break this thing. It's terrible. Um, so yeah, I mean, the quality is not terrible, but it is very expensive for what you're kind of getting here. But I mean, I guess you can't really put a price and stuff on shape if you like it. It is pretty lightweight. It actually isn't the weight that they advertise. It's a lot closer to, I believe, about 87 or 88 grams, which is kind of weird that they lie about that in the advertisement, but I mean, it's still a really light mouse. Um, Another really important thing, and I don't actually really like this, but it doesn't bother me. They have like really sharp side buttons here, and by sharp I mean they're like super angled, and they're very like thin on the peak. Um, they feel good as far as pressing them, but I don't really like the design or the shape of them. That kind of bothers me. Um, Other than that, the scroll wheel has almost very little tactile feedback. Not really and it's actually this actually kind of bothers me. As you can hear it there, very little tactile feedback. And it also sits extremely, almost flush with the top here. It's almost hard to use a little bit. That being said, it's not terrible. It's definitely usable. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, all in all, pretty good mouse. I don't know if it's definitely worth the price. It's definitely not. I mean, this mouse right here you can get for about $25 to $40. Great implementation of the 3310. Good implementation of the 3310. Amazing scroll wheel. I mean, honestly, I just don't know if this is worth it for the price. It's just very expensive at nearly $70 for what you're really getting here. That being said, though, still like the shape, still like everything mostly about the mouse besides those few little quirks that I said. And all in all, stick around if you want to see a little bit of a gameplay of me using it. Like I think from now on, the mice that I review, I'm probably going to put like a little bit of gameplay in with maybe like the mouse cam, so you can kind of see me using it, see what it's like, see if I have any weird malfunctions or anything to say about it. And yeah, as always, guys, it's been SpiLLi. Any questions, leave it in a comment. I'd be sure to, if you go back and look at a lot of my other vids, I pretty much try and answer every single question that I get. And yeah, I mean, be sure to like and subscribe if you like this. If you didn't, tell me what you would like to see improved and what I could work on. As always, guys, SpiLLi, have a good one, and take it easy. Stick around for some gameplay if you want to. Hey, what's going on, guys? This right here is going to actually be the gameplay portion of it. I just want to kind of go ahead and start off by saying, I don't know, my aim isn't the best with this mouse. I think I've come to learn that I'm just a little bit better with ambidextrous style mice. And I don't know, there's just something about this mouse that kind of throws my aim up. Not to mention I am using a new sensitivity, a new crosshair, and a new, well, testing rather, I haven't decided if I want to switch or not, and new resolution. So bear that in mind. This probably isn't going to be the best DM I've ever played in my life, but yeah, here we go. Why is it like that? Freaking out. Oh my god, I hate the mouse so much. on now. Oh my god. Aim is off of this mouse. So like I said, my aim is not the best at this. Also, I had to switch to resolution, so still getting really used to it. I came from a much lower resolution. Oh, I'm trying to talk about that guy. Hate small timers, man.
Worst spawn.
Nice shot.
Oh my god, my spray off so off on this res. Wow, that was really bad.
Very good shot. Nice shot, my friend.
Alright, if you guys, I can't tell if my mic's still on or not, but for a little bit of perspective, my spray is really off right now because I'm really used to playing on other stretched res. And I went to a 16:9 res, so it's much shorter and much less, I don't know what to call it, fine.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like my second game ever playing on this res, so.
Nice shot.
No, I'm not. I can't get 3 hops right now. Wow. Huh.
Nice shot.
What? Correct. My taps at long range are so bad on this res, what the heck?
Nice shooting.
Oh no.
Very good.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, how did I know? Alright guys, that's gonna about do it. Like I said, not my best name, definitely won't be my go-to mouse. But still, I can see it fitting for some people. Yeah, as always guys, it's been SpiLLi. Be sure and like and subscribe if you liked it, and if not, tell me why not. Always, have a good one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.